Can you solve this trigonometric question that we have on the board? If 2 cos theta equals to 3, find 2 cos theta minus sin theta divided by 2 cos theta plus sin theta. I'm going to solve this question using two methods, okay? So, all you have to do is just ensure that you watch this video to the end to learn both methods of solving the question. Now, if you want to solve this question, let's start with the first method. We know that 2 cos theta from the question have been given as 3 divided by 2. So cos theta is equals to 3 over 2. Now we know that the inverse of tan theta is cos theta. Hello? The inverse of tan theta, 1 over tan theta is equals to cos theta, right? Now cos theta is 3 over 2. So I'm going to replace cos theta as 3 over 2 in this place. So let us replace it. 3 over 2. Now take the cross product. I'm going to have 3 tan theta is equals to 2 because tan theta will multiply 3 and 2 will multiply 1. So tan theta is equals to 2 over 3. Do you understand? Okay, so we have the value of tan theta here. Do not forget that tan theta is equals to sin theta over cos theta. That is the ratio of sin theta and cos theta will give you tan theta. Are you following? So that means that since I know that tan theta is equals to 2 over 3. So this 2 will be sin theta and this 3 will be cos theta. Are you following? So the next step is that I'm going to replace the value of sin theta as 2 and cos theta as 3. So for this, I'm going to have, we have 2 cos theta. So I'm going to have 2 cos theta. Cos theta is what? 3. So I'm going to have 2 multiplied by 3 minus sin theta. Sin theta is 2. So I'm going to have minus 2 all divided by 2 cos theta again. 2 multiplied by 3 minus sin theta. Sin theta is 2. So I'm going to have minus 2. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 minus 2, that is 4. So I'm going to have 4 here divided by 2 times 3 is 6. Oh, this is plus. Sorry. I'm sorry. This is plus. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 plus 2, that is 8. 4 over 8 is 1 over 2. So that is the answer. Now, this is the first method. Let me approach this using the second method. Okay. From this step, we've all agreed that the value of tan theta is 2 over 3, right? Okay. Having gotten the value of tan theta as 2 over 3, we know that tan theta equals to 2 over 3. Now, tan of theta is opposite over what? Adjacent, right? So this is what? The opposite, and this is what? The adjacent. Okay. Using Pythagoras theorem, we can get the third side. Hypotenuse squared equals to opposite squared plus the adjacent squared. Okay. Hypotenuse squared, which is what we are looking for, is opposite squared. Opposite is 3, so I'm going to have 2. Opposite is 2. 2 squared plus adjacent, that is what? 3. Right? Hypotenuse squared is equals to 4 plus 9. 4 plus 9 is 13. So I'm going to have 13 here. The hypotenuse, which is the third side of the right angle triangle, is square root of 13, right? Now, sin theta is equals to opposite over hypotenuse, right? And cos theta is equals to adjacent over hypotenuse. Okay, opposite has been, we've gotten the value of opposite as 2. So I'm going to have 2 over hypotenuse is root of 13, square root of 13, and cos theta, which is the adjacent. Adjacent is 3, so I'm going to have 3 over square root of 13. Okay. Now, the next step is that I'm going to replace the value of sin theta and cos theta as 2 over root 13 and 3 over root 13 respectively. Are you following? So I'm having 2 cos theta. So I'm going to have 2 multiplied by cos theta is what? 3 over root 13. So I'm going to have 3 over the square root of 13 minus sin theta. Sin theta is what? 2 over root of 13. Root of 13. This divided by 2 cos theta. Again, I'm going to have 2 multiplied by 3 over the square root of 13 plus sin theta. Sin theta is the same as 2 over the square root of 13. Okay, so let us deal with the numerator. At the numerator, we have 6 over root of 13 minus 2 over root of 13. The LCM is root of 13. I'm going to have 6 minus 2. 6 minus 2 is what? 4. So I'm going to have 4 over the square root of 13. Okay, this is the numerator. The simplified version of the numerator is 4 over root 13, right? Now, let us deal with the denominator. At the denominator, we have 2 times 3, that is 6, right? 6 over the square root of 13 plus 2 over the square root of 13. The LCM will still be root of 13, right? 6 plus 2, that is 8. So I'm having 8 over the square root of 8 over the square root of 13. Now, numerator 4 over root 13, the denominator 8 over root 13. We have division in between the fraction. Now listen, here I'm going to have 4 over root 13 divided by 8 over the square root of 13. Are you following? 4 over the square root of 13 multiplied by root of 13 divided by 8. This will eliminate this. I'm left with what? 4 over 8. 4 over 8 is what? 1 over 2. You can see that we still have the same answer. But now, if you ask me which method should I choose, it depends on what you want to show, okay? For this method now, if I'm doing it with an objective question, this one is suitable. But if it is theory question where I just want to, you can just approach it like this. But it doesn't matter which of the method that you use, you're still going to have the correct answer, okay? Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, do not forget to do so. Please kindly like, subscribe, and also share the video, okay? In fact, tell me what you learned in the video, okay? Tell me, if you encounter this kind of question in exam, tell me the method you're going to approach the question. Which method are you going to use? Is it this or this?